What is your query, Pratyush? Wait, I'll unmute.
Sir, is my voice clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Go on.
So last Friday, I delivered a presentation on getting started and full walkthrough of Adalo.
Hmm.
Sir, I am Pratyush Kumar from Web Developers Group.
Yeah.
So, but I received the score of that, but due to some technical error, I got the score of some other task, not the task for which I gave the presentation.
For which task did you receive
Sir, it
the
was
result?
my next task which I am going to deliver tomorrow. My presentation for that task is scheduled for tomorrow, but I have received that score. And for
Hmm.
that, for the task which I had given my presentation,
Hmm.
it is showing incomplete because the scores are provided for the next task.
Just type in the details of the task. When did you give the presentation? And I'll check it with the team once.
So should I type or should I speak?
Should I type it? Type it over here in the chat box. Is there anything else, Pratyush? Do you
Yes, sir.
have any other queries?
Yes, sir. But this problem is showing because that task is showing as income. But
Okay, I will talk to the team and I'll let you know by
okay, sir.
tomorrow. Okay. Do you have any other queries?
No, sir, I don't have any.
Okay, okay. Then we'll just move on with the presentations. Uh, Darshan Virwani, you can unmute.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good
Am
evening.
I audible and visible?
Yeah, you're audible and visible. You can start.
So, yeah. So, thank you for accepting for my presentation today. So, my name is Darshan Virwani. I am
Share your
from
screen, Darshan.
Cybersecurity Inter. Sure, sure. I was actually just giving my intro. Yes, sir.
Uh,
Oh,
okay, okay. You have to first present the screen, then you have to start off with the intro, right?
uh, my screen might be visible, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So, my name is Darshan Virwani. I am from Cybersecurity Internship Group, and today's my presentation topic is man in the middle attack using ARPSPOOFING. So, many of us, as the name derives, man in the middle, derives something like there might be a man who might be in the middle of something, and he or she might be attacking and taking the data from the victim. So, as this attack suggests, what as the name suggests, man in the middle, it does means that if if a conversation is going between me and some other person and there is any third person which is trying to listening or intercepting our conversation and he or she might be like later that leak that information or use that information for their known purposes. So this we can consider it as a man in the middle attack. For example, these things have been many of us we face some of the time in our life, like when we are uh, I and my friend are discussing something important, and some of behind from us is listening to a conversation, and we didn't know about that thing. And later on, the things which we were discussing, that might be a leak, or that might we have be facing issues due to that conversation leak. So thi- this is a technical attack which will be starting today. So our table of content will be what is a MITM attack, how MITM attack work, types of MITM attack, famous MITM attacks, prevention, and we will be seeing live demo after that. So what is a MITM attack? As the name I suggest before, man the middle attack. It is a type of cybersecurity attack where a hacker or attacker is trying to intercept the conversation or data or the network packets shared between a victim and to the another PC. This can include all your financial transactions, all your browsing history, or just doing something important work any place. The main thing in this attack is that you will be not knowing that you have been hacked and your data is being leaked or intercepted by an attacker. So what does in this attacker do? They'll be, the hacker will be connecting to our network and it will be accessing the IP addresses or it will be spoofing that thing, which will be I will be showing in the next slide how an MITM attack works. So moving on. As I discussed last, there might be a hacker attacker between the connection. As we just take an example, like you are an employee of a company and you are sharing, like you are browsing the company's website and you are logging in and entering credentials and doing the company's work. Therefore, attacker comes in between in that. An attacker connects to that company's network and he or she scanned the network and he found that you are a IP address. There is an IP address belong to your system and he or she what will be do the attacker here? Attacker will take that IP address and tell the router. The router means the host. There might be a host which can consider as a router here. So many of us have internet router in our home, right? So same attacker what will be doing coming in the middle of that network. He or she will tell the network or router that I am that person, I am the authorized person or the which the victim, the attacker has been targeted, and it will be pretended that as the victim is the original person who is accessing that network. And by coming in the middle of the network, what the attacker will do, attacker will pretend that he is a whole and soul employee of that company, but that might not work like that. The hacker will intercept the packets being shared between the victim and the network. Here you can see one pictograph what is going on. There is an hacker between the user and the web application. Web application or our like router or our web server. There is a person between them. What he will be he or she will be doing the attacker. He will be targeting a particular IP address and then it will be showing on the network that this person is legitimate, but this will be the hacker at that time. In the next slide, I will be showing how the properly an MITM attack works through an GIS. So here is an hacker, which you can see that IP address is 192.168.1.6. And there is one switch and there are another systems. Now, many of us don't know that what is a switch. This switch means many of us all have a router in our home, and if there are router is for like 2 to 3 system, we can connect to that. And if we are many system like 50, 100, what will we be doing? We will connecting a switch. Switch is like an extension of an internet network. What will the switch doing? Switch will be an extension through which all another system will be connected. So first of all, what the hacker will do, hacker will target a person. So here PC1 is targeted. So that PC1 IP address is 192.168.1.6. So here the hacker what will be do? Hacker will say the router that I am the legitimate person that is PC1. Send me the all the requests to me, and router will say okay, you are there. I will be sharing all the details with you only. But this will be not there as in the scene. This will be the hacker who will be accessing the PC1's network and data. So this type of attack is called ARP spoofing attack. In this attack, first of all, see what is ARP spoofing. ARP spoofing means address resolution protocol spoofing. All of us might be knowing that the devices which were used like smartphone, laptop, our smartwatches has an MAC address. MAC address is also called as media access control, which is an hardware address, right? So all of us, this basic thing, all of us that know that MAC address is there of our system. Here, MAC address pretends that MAC address is an hardware address of any device. The IP address is logical address, which might be changed every time, but the MAC address remains same all the time. So in this ARP spoofing attack, what a hacker will do, it will be spoofing the address resolution protocol. Address resolution protocol works with a MAC address. It says that when a particular device, means a laptop or a smartphone or any particular device is requesting something, there is a MAC address bind with that particular device. So router will come to know that this request is coming from this particular device. So here hacker will spoof the MAC address. Spoof means it will be masking that address. It will be saying that router that I am the person, I am a legitimate person of that particular system in your network, but that person will be the attacker. So this and how an MITM attack works. So next we'll be seeing types of MITM attacks. First, as we discussed in our last slide, ARP spoofing or ARP poisoning. As we discussed, ARP address resolution protocol spoofing involves when attacker send an falsified ARP messages over local network associating their MAC address with the IP address of the another legitimate device. What this, as I told you that the hacker attacker will be sending the router that I am the person, but it will be the false ARP messages over local network. This allows an attacker to request and response going on the internet. Request and response, many of us is knowing that what does work. It is that I am a person like we are in the meeting. So and I will be requesting the presentation like hacked with the internship portal. So I have request there. So in next, what will be I receive? I will be receiving a response that your presentation has been scheduled. This request and response works everywhere. So I will be like I am connecting or I am connected on the internet. So we will see that we have requested google.com, and what will be get, we got a response that this is google.com. This is how the internet protocol work. So here an hacker will be between the request and response of the victim and between the request and response of the router. So if as a victim I am accessing google.com, so it will be first if I have searched google.com, so it will go first to the hacker that this person has searched google.com, and next the request, then the request will be going to the router that you are allowed for the requesting google.com. The router response will come that you are redirect to this website, and the response coming from the router also will be coming to for the hacker. Then it will be going to the victim. So the hacker is intercepting the network between the victim and the router. This is called the ARP spoofing or poisoning attack. In the next attack, we will be doing DNS spoofing. This is a very famous attack. Here, DNS means domain name system. Domain name system might be knowing some of us that what does it mean? DNS means domain name system. Domain name system means there is a we are accessing daily many of the websites by their name like google.com, facebook.com, youtube.com. That is domain, and they are assigned by name. So that is called domain name system. Every domain has a particular IP address. in the backend running. If if as a humans we cannot remember many of the IP address of all the websites, that might be a difficult task for us. But as remembering the domain system, remembering the domain will be easy task for us. So we all of us remember Google.com, Facebook, YouTube. This is easy for us. Here in the DNS spoofing attack, what a hacker will do, hacker will spoof your real website to the attacker's website. Let me explain with that. For example, if I have to do shopping and I will be accessing the Amazon.com or .in. So if I am opening my browser and hitting Amazon.in, but attacker has spoofed that domain name system. What will be shown here that if I am entering Amazon.in, but it will be redirecting to the hacker's website or to a different website. This is known as DNS spoofing attack. In our live demo today, I will be showing you these two famous attacks, DNS spoofing and ARP spoofing. So next is an session hijacking. Session hijacking is a very high type of MITM attack. Here, attacker what will be do? So many of us are accessing today LinkedIn, Instagram, and many of us have turned on our two-factor authentication also. So for the two-factor authentication, many of us are using the OTP or the Google authentication application. So here, attacker what will be doing? Hacker has known that this victim will be accessing this website or this particular web server. So what the attacker will do here, attacker will intercept the traffic between the both that the and the attacker will be knowing that this person has opened this particular website or URL there. As the time the victim enters that the ID password there, hacker what will be do? Hacker just the victim has pressed enter and it redirects to the URL in the between the packets moving on. There is a session is created. So the attacker will capture the session and log on to log on through that on the web server and will gain unauthorized access. For this session hijacking, I can give you example. Many of us are accessing our Gmail in the Chrome browser. All of us are using. So if I go into my private window, right? So if I go to gmail.com, there Gmail will ask us to log in back. So there is our session is not maintaining there, right? Same thing is going on when if an attacker and if we are in a private window and we are being hacked, right? There, if our traffic is being intercepted, so at just we log in into a Gmail account, and we hit enter, the hacker will capture the session, and the attacker also will be logging to the same account in the attacker's device, and the attacker can gain the unauthorized access to our account. So this was a session hijacking attack. So next we will see Wi-Fi eavesdropping. Wi-Fi eavesdropping is a very common attack. Uh, this attack, which are being victims, many of the persons, many of us have visited the railway stations or our cafes, our colleges. For example, our many of us college have a Wi-Fi connection out there, and all of us of the students have access to the Wi-Fi network, right? So if an attacker connects to our college network, and what an attacker here will do, attacker will turn down of our college Wi-Fi connection, and there will be created and fake Wi-Fi connection will be showing out to you there, and you might think that there might be some issue with the Wi-Fi network. Let me just reconnect. As we try to reconnect the network, we will be entering our credentials in the Wi-Fi. Here, attacker will come to know that this Wi-Fi password credentials are this. At the time You are connected to the fake network created by the hacker. Attacker will steal the credentials and will be using the original connections. And the second use of the attacker in this attack, what will be doing that by creating the fake access points, all of the victims will be connected to this network and they will be accessing the internet like normally for them, but the hacker will be intercepting the traffic for the target which has been chosen. So the particular target will be if the traffic on the device she or using will be intercepted and any legal data or something will be gone with the attacker here. So this is one Wi-Fi eavesdropping. So one thing is there to prevent from this Wi-Fi eavesdropping, never connect to an open Wi-Fi anytime. And if there is an emergency, you are connecting also, then try to use a legitimate VPN. What will the VPN do? VPN will be encrypting our traffic to the direct internet service provider. So which will be where will be saved through our data. So we'll be seeing next attack. There is IP spoofing. IP spoofing is an attack same as the ARP spoofing. Here, attacker in the ARP spoofing attack, the hacker was spoofing the MAC address of the person. Here in the IP spoofing, what will be doing? The hacker will be targeting any particular IP address and spoofing that the same, like masking that the same particular victim's IP address and accessing the server or any data through that network. Like in our college time, many of us are doing proxies of our friends, right? So this can be example of this thing. Here, what will we do if suppose for an example, I am a victim and my IP address is 192.168.1.10 and I am being targeted by the attacker. And here the attacker what will be doing? Attacker will be spoofing my address to his address. He will be replacing like this thing the attacker. And if I am in a college network, then I have access to the college website portal or my college assignments and college marks, which will be accessible to only my particular IP address. Now, the attacker has spoofed my IP address. Attacker will come to our college network, yes, connected, and spoof the IP address. So now the attacker's IP address also will be 192.168.1.10. So here, attacker can access our college portal's data, my college marks, assignments, all of the things. So this is all IP spoofing attacks. So moving on to next, there are what famous MITM attacks. Famous MITM attacks, the first attack, which was as called as Superfish on Lenovo laptops. It was happened to last 2015. It is a way back long time, but it is a very famous attack. In this attack, what happened? There are the Lenovo laptops which are shipped directly from the Lenovo manufacturing factory to the user with an particular type of certificate, which the hackers were allowed easily to intercept the sensitive information from the particular user laptop or a particular IP address. Here, like in the last slide, we discussed about the IP spoofing and ARP spoofing. As the attacker has done IP spoofing or ARP spoofing, now attacker will be intercepting the web traffic between the victim and the router. As after this attack, that Lenovo has properly reconfigured back and now it is solved. But what this bug do? If I am accessing Amazon.com and I have typed a particular thing, the all things which I am doing will be showing to the an hacker due to this. And in this attack, if I am logging into my any of the account like Facebook, Gmail, the hacker will be having all of my credentials also with him. Next is the blue one attack. Blue one attack, many of us been heard also. It came few years back. where a simple Bluetooth devices were vulnerable to this attack. Here, what an attacker will do if you are around my range and your Bluetooth is on. So I will be running a tool which is scanning that which devices are nearby me with Bluetooth have turned on, and I will be sharing a file on your device. And your Bluetooth will also accept without your knowledge of the user or victim. And after that, the file has been successfully shared on the particular device. Now, if the attacker will use the reverse shell technique or of the different payloads, will be sharing to the that device, and uh, that device particular will be have control with the hacker. Now, hacker can do anything with your device. It can take pictures, get your contact logs, get your images, can access real-time camera also, can access the messages you're sharing. But this blueborn attack has been solved currently. So in the real time, the security has been advanced, and this blueborn attack is not possible for now. So this, in the next, we will see how MITN attacks can be prevented. So first is using strong encryption. Encryption means today many of us are using common passwords like 123 at the rate something we are using our birth dates or something like that. So we should use more special characters in your password to make a password strong, right? So this is an encryption protocol which will be installed in the particular network so that if the network has been attacked also, the attacker can't encrypt the the web traffic going between the victim and the router. What these encryption protocols will do? Encryption protocols will be worked with a transport layer security from the it will be working on the layer number 3 on the network layer OSI model. Here, what will be doing this encryption method? This encryption will encrypt all the traffic going between the router and a particular user, and it will be decrypted at the internet service provider side, and later on it will be decrypted at the particular place only. In the middle of the place where the data is traveling, no one can easily decrypt that thing. So next is SSL and TLS certificate. SSL means Secure Socket Layer Certificate. Many of us are using the many websites daily. So in the past few years back, you will be seeing many of the websites with HTTP, and now you are all will be seeing the HTTPS. The major difference between the HTTP is it is common hypertext transfer protocol, and HTTPS means hypertext transfer protocol secure. Secure means if I am a user and I am accessing hackvida.in, for example. So our hackvida is also an SSL certified, and it is also with HTTPS URL. So if I am a user and I have entered to the hackvida.in, and what I am accessing on the website browsing many pages, this will be encrypted between me and till the website, and decrypted it will be decrypted for both at the end side of the both, so that the victim cannot encrypt the going on data between the user and the website. So this might be helpful to prevention of MITM by using the SSL and PLS certificates. So moving on to next, public Wi-Fi caution. So as I talked before, only in the Wi-Fi eavesdropping attack, you should never ever connect to an open public network if there is an emergency. So you should use before an VPN, and then you should connect to the public Wi-Fi, because who knows that the public Wi-Fi is being also intercepted or being controlled by an hacker or attacker. Because public Wi-Fi is a very it is like an honeypot, honey trap you can say, where the RGBs will be coming like us normal person will be attracted to an public Wi-Fi, and there our data will be hacked. Second is two-factor authentication. Many of us are using these things, two-factor authentication. So it adds an extra layer to our security, because if I just log in into my any of the account, like we take an example of Gmail. So whenever we log in into our account, it sends an code to our mobile or our recovery email address. So that is a two-factor authentication. If an hacker has hacked my credentials, then he or she will be directly entering my username and password. He or she has got the access. But with the two-factor authentication, this might be not possible 1%. So we go next. Avoid public charging stations. This is a very harmful attack, and these victims also have been many people. As we are on railway station, or we are at some cafe, and we tell their person to charge our phone. This mistake should be avoided. This mistake should not be done by at any cost by us, because there in a charger there is an called an if the charger is an like modified with an payload, what will we do that charger, any of us if connect to the charging cable, all of the data will be stored in that particular charger's chip, and the particular charger will be connected wirelessly to that hacker's network. So as of you connect the charger with with your phone data will be start moving to the hacker's device, as there will be a payload which will be auto executing as you just connect your charger to the phone, and your phone is data is being leaked. Next is network monitoring. Network monitoring, many of us are using laptops and mobile devices every day, and if we suddenly see that our network is fast, but we are getting very slow speed on our laptop or something, then we should monitor our network at that time. So we can where we can find that there might be something running an update in the background, or if there might be a chance that we are being hacked, or we are being a victim of any of the hacker. So these were some points which should be considered, to that which we can prevent an MITM attack. So here we'll be seeing a live demo of how an MITM attack works. So first of all, we'll be seeing here two type of MITM attacks, which one is ARP spoofing and second is DNS spoofing. Here what I have, before this presentation, I have configured two virtual machines on my device. One virtual machine is running on Windows 7, that will be victim today, and next device is running on Kali Linux, through which we will be performing that attack. So let us start. Here is my Windows 7 running. So first of all, what I will be doing, I will be showing here. Here we will see what is our IP address here. As all you can see, our IP address IP4 is 172.20.10.3, and our default gateway is 172.20.10.1. And we will see here our address using protocol or MAC address. So here you can see that our device MAC address will be, you can see that this is AA4A64. As we start the attack here, you will be seeing that our victim's MAC address will be replaced with the hacker device. So where the victim will be pretended and the hacker will pretend be a victim, which the hacker will be accessing all the traffic between the victim and the router. So first I will show you moving to a Kali device. I log in here. So today here we're using a tool called BetaCap. BetaCap what does? It helps us with the MITM attack, network monitoring, DNS spoofing, all of the things. So here I go on my terminal. I will be using a terminal as a admin device. So I have to just type your BetaCap. It is being started. So I will be showing you what are the modules available with that. There are any proxy ARP spoof which we'll be using today. DNS spoofing will be using, and net.snif. Net.snif is an option. What it do? It shows us the traffic moving on between the victim and the router. Like I will be accessing the Amazon.com. The hacker can monitor that this victim is accessing this website, right? So as going to an attacker, first I'll see how many devices are there in my network. So I will type in command net.probe. So I have started my net.probe. Net.probe, what will be doing? It will be showing the device in our network. So as we see here that 120.10.3 is my victim's IP, as we see here. You can see 172.20.10.3 is a victim. It is showing that this person is there in the network, and 172.20.5 then our another system. So what we'll be doing, I will be showing properly the device's names here. So here you can see is showing the user PC 10.3. So now this our victim. We will write an here in command of spoofing the address insertion protocols. So I will writing set ARP dot spoof targets and our IP address here 172.20.10.3 and hit enter. I have just done a typo here. ARP.spoof. Here we have set our target here. Next, what we'll be doing, we'll be starting the ARP.spoof on. So here you can see ARP.spoof enable forwarding. What does it mean? That now this hacker's device has been configured to the victim's device. Now I will be showing the last command I typed here. Here you can see ARP.A. You can see the router's MAC address 2767 DC55 and our system's MAC address is being same. So now this system will be pretending as an hacker now. So we have started our ARP spoofing now. So what we'll be doing next? We'll be starting our next option here, net.snif. Snif means that the web traffic which is going on to the victim system will be showing here. So I will typing the command net.snif on. So our sniffing command I've turned it on. So you can see, and now I will be accessing the internet on this. So I just close my command prompt. I have installed Google Chrome here. It is started, and here you will hit Amazon dot Amazon. Just we hit enter, and here you can see the victim is accessing Amazon for now. and I open the Amazon.in website here. As you can see, the victim website has been loaded. Now we'll come to our hacker's device. So here you can see that the attacker, let me take just a little bit of. So here you can see the user open the Google Chrome here and type the Amazon.in, right? After that, the Amazon.in website has been opened and all of the things going on in the background of the Amazon. Here you can see that on the cloud front, the cloud server of the Amazon. You can see the Amazon.services here. You can see the cell.amazon here, cell.services.amazon.in. All of the things what a victim is accessing will be showing to the attacker. This is an example of ARP spoofing attack. As of now, as we start our net.sniff command, it will be accessing all the things of the network of the victims. It doesn't include the just Amazon.com in the background. Any of the things going on like Windows update, anything you can see. You can see we open the Amazon.com. All of the images, the ads going on between the Amazon.in different URLs. We can see here all of the things you can see. And the next, the victims now will be accessing the YouTube. As of now, you can see the YouTube has been loaded. We are coming down. You can see the user PC has typed for youtube.com. And before that, I double click on my URL bar. So it will be showing that the Google ads were there. And in the background, the ads were running. Static, the images are going on there. We are in the Chrome browser. So Google might be loading something there also. So this is how an ARP spoofing attack works. Now, I will be turning off net.sniff for now, so I can show you the DNS spoofing attack. We will be writing the command net.sniff off. I had turned off the victim's web traffic monitoring, but the spoofing is going on now also. So what will we do? I'll be writing the another command set dns.spoof.domains. So next, if a victim is daily accessing like our website, hackveda.in, we have set the spoof on which the victim is accessing daily. Now we will setting the target. If a victims visit the hack whether it will be redirected to which website. So I'll be seeing on the what is the IP address of like your google.com or something. Now IP Google. So here you can see the IP address of Google is 142.250.182.238. So we'll be setting this target as a target address. Set DNS dot spoof dot address using the IP 142.250.182.238. So we have set the address for the spoofing. We just enter, and now we start our DNS spoof on. Here you can see DNS spoof hackwidder.in and the IP address. As you might be thinking, why I have entered their IP address, as this particular works on the IP4 protocol, Internet Protocol version 4, which means that it will be taking the IP addresses in the target form. It will be not accepting the targets in the URL form. So I will be back on my victim system, and here I will be taking on my new incognito window, and I will be typing hackwidder.in. So here you can see attackers might be trying to steal your information from hackwidder.in, for example. So for advance, I will thinking that there might be some problem with the hackwidder. I know this website is legit. I will continue. So you can see the google.com has been loaded, as it is showing error because we are performing an MITM attack, which is of very basic level. We can do it very advanced also. And here you can see this URL is not found because the HTTPS the secure protocols, there are something, another things which are going behind this also. Due to that, this cannot access the google.com directly. So this was a live demo. So here we come on conclusion that MITM attacks are possible now also. So to prevent that, we should use the strongest encryption protocols. We should keep updated our systems, and we should be very focusing on the links we are accessing daily. For an example, there are links coming in your WhatsApp forwards that this website is giving free laptop, free Amazon is giving free. You should answer some question, and the free device or something will be delivered to your home. This is an phishing links or an payloads which are shared by the hacker. As you just once click the link, your device access will be going to the hacker there, and your as your device access goes to the hackers all the data of your laptop or devices with them, and the hacker can misuse your data. So please be think that you should click on the or not. So here are my some references from the topic which I have taken in this presentation. The Norton as its best antivirus we are using. CS Online, it is an online website, and support.okta, which I use an images. So we are done with the presentation. If any of us any questions, so can please go ahead. If not, so thank you for my presentation.
I hope I'm audible, Darshan.
Yes.
As usual, great presentation. I could see the efforts that you have put in. And it was by far one of the longest presentations as well. Very informative, but yeah, thoroughly researched. So there are no problems at all. I'll send a review to you. I think even you got tired by the end of the presentation.
Actually, this topic is something bigger, but this
Right.
cannot be done with 15 to 10 to 15 minutes.
Right.
Because this will be not understood by any of us, the participants. So
Right. Yeah, I liked how you started off from the scratch. You built up blocks and then you went into the demonstration. It was a great approach. You used a great approach. Everything was done perfectly. I have no issues. Yeah, I'll send you the grades on your email. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I had one doubt.
Yeah, sure, go on.
Uh, Before this presentation,
Hmm.
in the last presentation, I have received my score, but
Hmm.
the task is showing pending now also. So you can help me with that?
Okay, the task is still showing pending.
Yes, the last presentation which I gave you.
But you did receive the the percentage, right? When you click on the
Yeah,
presentations tab, you do receive you did receive the grade over there, right?
yeah. Actually, there are two tabs. One is presentation and one is task. Task status is pending and presentation status is done showing.
Okay, I'll check it with the team. I'll ask them what the issue is. But if you've received the scores based on the task, and if the status is still showing incomplete, I don't think there is anything to worry about. I'll
Okay.
still talk to them once. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Pratyush, I'll take your issue to them as well. Then we have Sohaib. You can
Good
unmute.
evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
My screen visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammed Suyeb. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in information technology from Loyola Ecom College of Engineering and Technology in Chennai. I'm in Hackweather here. I'm working as a web developer intern. This is actually my fourth task. It's getting started and the full walkthrough of Adalo. So before we begin, let me just state the task objectives. For my previous two
Sohaib, you aren't audible. Sohaib. Can any other intern confirm if they can hear Sohaib speak? Okay. He must be facing some issue.
Sir, am I? Good evening, sir.
Sohaib, you aren't visible. Okay, it's better. Now you're
Sorry.
visible.
It's actually a storm. There is a storm here in Chennai, so network is going on and off.
Okay. If you're facing some sort of technical issues, you can give the presentation later.
No, I can continue now.
Okay, you can
If anything
continue.
happens.
Okay,
Yes,
no
sir.
problem. You can share your screen.
A minute.
Yeah.
My screen not visible?
No, not yet.
How about now, sir?
Yeah, visible.
Okay. So my task objectives are just to learn how to use Adalo, build a website, and present the walkthrough. I'll have to use all the different components and templates that are present in Adalo, and I'll have to explain the features and the functionality. Actually, we did. It was not mentioned which website we have to make. It was just mentioned as to create any website using Adalo. Since I worked for a real-time stock market application for my previous two tasks, I decided to create a simple stock market application itself. So the agenda for the presentation today will be, I'll start with an introduction, and then I'll state the objective, then I'll explain the features of Adalo, and then I'll give a website preview, and I'll show the databases I've used for my website, and then I'll give a demo, and I'll state the challenges which I've faced for creating this, and then I'll end with a conclusion. Let me begin with a short story. Why a no-code platform like Adalo is needed. Clients are unpredictable sometimes. Sometimes they're okay if it takes 2 months for creating a web application. Sometimes they may just want it in a week itself. For example, here in Hackways, also in my last task, we are working with a project timeline for real-time stock market application. If you work with an actual month stack and we did all the coding, it will take like 2 months to complete the full project. But now we have to complete the website in a week. Means we can go for options like a no-code application like Adalo, where it's just all pre-built components and templates are present. So you can just drag and drop stuff and create it easily. Adalo. So Adalo is one among many such applications present on the internet. Uh, Adalo it's a no-code application. Basically, there is no need for writing any sort of code. So any beginners and any laymen can use this to create their own web applications. It's easy to create web application and mobile apps using Adalo. We can create responsive designs, which can work for both websites and mobile screens. It has lots of features like components, different components, different templates, style, styling for different components and backgrounds, etc. So we can publish it on iOS, Android, and also on websites. So we have all the options for doing it, and we can also drag and drop components. So basically, if the components are present, whichever we need, we can just drag and drop it on our screen on our project. See the objectives. So basically, we need to learn how to use Adalo, understand the features and the functionalities that are present, and how to use different things like the database, etc. And then we need to build a website using everything that we've learned about the features, and we have to try to incorporate as much features and functionalities as possible. And we have to try to use as many components as possible, and we have to demonstrate how the website works. I'll demonstrate both things. That is how the Adalo application, that how the actual building phase works, and also how the website with app created works. So the features. So what does Adalo offer that is different? So we have pre-built components. We don't need to create different components yourself. You can do that, but it's also present pre-built. We can just use that and customize it as per your liking. We have built-in data collections like databases. We don't need to actually do like databases like MongoDB and MySQL. All collections are present already. You can just it's like UI, so we can just anyone can use it. We can just add columns and add data, etc. It has a drag and drop interface. We can just drag stuff and place it on our project. It has cross-platform support. It can be used for you can use it for laptop. That is a basic desktop application, and it can also have a responsive view for mobile. There is API integration present, but it is not present for a free version of the app. You have to pay in order to use API integration, and you can also publish the application on the iOS App Store, Android Play Store, or on the website. Pre-built templates are present. View analytics are present. That is, if anyone views our website, all that analytics are logged and present. So we can just view it anytime we want. So we'll see a website preview. So basically, these are all the pages that are present in the website that I have created. So we have a welcome page. This is the first landing page. That is the basic page that opens when a user opens our website. There he can have two options. One is he can log in if it's already if he has already used our application before, he can log in. Or if he doesn't have an account, then he can sign up. Once you log in, then we are directed to a home page. Here we have the basic details about the stocks, the charts, how different stocks are performing on the market recently, and then we have an option to view each stock. We can view the details of each stock. Here we have a profile page where we can update our profile, the user's profile. You can view your profile, you can update your profile, and also you can sign out from this page. And we have a different page about section where it is where we have added details about the company, about the stock finder company. And then we have a different page called news, where latest news are updated that is going on in the fiscal finance world. And then we have a section, a different page called portfolio, where we can add and remove stocks that we are going to invest in. So it's basically like the stocks which we are currently investing in. So we have kept it in a different place. We can add stock, we can remove stock, and we can also view the stock info from the portfolio. So these are all the different sections that are present in Adalo. So here it is the screen section where we can add and view our different screens that we have. This is the branding section where we can change our primary color, secondary color, background color, text color, etc. We can change it as per our liking, but templates are also present. This is a database page. So for this application, I have created 4 database, as you can see here. Database collections, users, portfolio, news, and stock. So since I'm the only one who has used, there is only one record present for me. You can view how many records are present for each collections. These are the databases, that is the different columns and data types that are present. So for users, I've included email, password, username, full name, the image of the user, and the contact. And this is a relation. Basically, the user database has a relation with the portfolio, so that we can check which user has which portfolio. I added that feature for that. And we also have the email. The portfolio, in the portfolio, we have a name, the name of the stock, and then the open and high, the low, close, volume, logo, about, contact, and user.
Shoaib, you aren't visible.
Sir?
You aren't visible.
Sir, am I visible or not?
No, you aren't visible.
I don't know what has happened.
Try rejoining again.
Yes. Sir,
Yeah.
am I still not visible?
No, your screen isn't visible, and even you aren't visible.
It is saying something like
Is it?
unable to.
It's showing some
unable-
error.
It is saying unable to detect the camera, but my camera is it's a built-in webcam. It is working
I
fine.
think it's because of the power fluctuation, probably.
I don't know why this happening now.
Yeah, you can give it later if you're having issues.
It isn't a problem. No? I can give it again later?
No, it's fine. You can give it again, but you'll have to give it from the start.
That is not a problem, but
Okay? Yeah, you can give it later. No issues. You can give it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
note your name down. You can give it tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think we don't have any more interns for today. I'll be stopping the recording now. Thank you everyone for joining in.